Of course, we're following the local effects here. Schools are already closed in Citrus County as you look at this map here of the different areas we're covering. Now, Anna Maria Elementary is also closed, shutting its doors tomorrow in Manatee County. The big concern, of course, across the Bay Area is water levels, especially at high tide. Michael is expected to bring at least a couple of feet of storm surge into the area, in some cases several feet. Now, the US Geological Survey has released this map showing exactly which areas of the coast could be inundated by storm surge, with the sand dunes there eroded, and Tampa Bay, as you see there, is one of two areas of concern, the other being up in the Panhandle. Fox 13's Evan Axelbank is live now from one of those areas where people enjoy the beaches and enjoy the dunes, St. Pete Beach. Evan, what's the story there?
No, Chris, right now the storm surge is coming in. I want to show you right now. Look at the water coming in off of that boat ramp. There is a boat ramp down there. We're near the intersection of near where the Don Cesar is, and you can see that there's some indication that there is a boat ramp down there, and that has been totally overcome by water. You can see right now that this entire street here, this was dry just about 20 minutes ago, and here comes the water. You can see all the debris that it is bringing with it. These residents are watching this very closely, and they are wondering if this is a preview of what's to come. John Page's dock has already fallen victim.
And you can see the water line on the step halfway up.
High tide this afternoon in Reddington Shores saw water reach above seawalls and was a reminder of the unpredictability of what Florida is about to encounter.
I evacuated last year. It turns out that we were high and dry. That we didn't get a drop. It's wetter today than it was during the thing last year.
The US Geological Survey released a map of the state showing the areas where sand dunes are in jeopardy of erosion, with wave heights in the open Gulf expected to be 40 feet. You can see the two areas of the state facing the most danger are the Panhandle and Tampa Bay. The inner lines of deep red show where the inner dunes are expected to be overcome, from southern Pasco to southern Manatee. As the sand dunes go, so does safety from flooding. The view from Skyfox shows the intersection of Casablanca and Maritana and the impact of the high tide as Michael continues its move north. The USGS expects about 4/5 of Tampa Bay's beaches to be eroded just from the storm's force several hundred miles out. The darkest red shows 90% probability of sand dune erosion. The effects were being felt already as Coffee Pot Bayou near downtown St. Pete saw streets covered with water. Residents aren't yet sure what to make of what's about to hit.
I just can't see it really impacting us that badly. If something changes, in the next few hours, everybody's staying tuned.
And so people in this area, people who live around here, may wake up to find some of their belongings have been moved. They may have to come down the block to come and get them. You can see that garbage can. It was floating just about 15 seconds ago while we were watching that story. Now that garbage can is toppled over as this storm surge has really come up straight from the water that's here. And right now, look at this. It's coming right up here to where my feet were. Just 15 minutes ago, this entire spot here, Chris, was dry, and now it is absolutely coming up. We're all backing up here as this water comes in. So I would say it may be its deepest point. It's about, I don't know, maybe 6 inches or so deep. Right now you can see, I just want to show you where I'm standing. I'm here on this grass because this is now the high point of where we are here as this high tide continues to come in along with the storm surge. So you can see right now we're absolutely feeling the effects of this storm.
Yeah, good visual, Evan, and I was just talking to Paul. We don't expect the first high tide isn't until around 2 a.m., so we're still about 3 hours away from that. So as you can imagine, where you're standing now in that grassy area, you'll have water in that area. So that's definitely the big concern across the coast tonight. Evan Axelbank live for us in St. Pete. And